Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching episode 9 of season 1 of House of the Dragon. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are watching episode 9 of season 1 of House of the Dragon. The last episode, pretty sure Viserys died at the end. Sometimes I get fake outs with deaths on the show. Rhaenyra, I thought Kristen Cole was going to be toast. And then there's some that are like very, very, very sure, Lena, Harwin, Joffrey. So I'm hoping that the next episode might have a funeral for Viserys, but I feel like there is going to be absolute chaos. It's the penultimate episode, so generally that's where all the shit goes down, and then the next episode is where it kind of ramps it up and leaves you hanging. So I'm really excited, but I'm really scared too, because especially in the Game of Thrones world, they like to throw things at you that you would just be shocked by, and I'm sure that's going to happen. We've heard Viserys tell Rhaenyra twice about the prophecy, and he had those moments where he was kind of in and out of like the milk of the poppy, drugged moments, and then he was in pain. And so there was, Rhaenyra came to see him while he was sleeping, and he was talking to her about the prophecy then. And then, thinks that when Alicent comes to him that it's Rhaenyra again. And then when he's talking, it's so incomplete that, like, if I were Alicent, I would think he was talking about this prophecy, that Aegon is the prince that was promised, and it's her job to make sure that that happens. Which I was like, that's really weird that Rhaenyra and Daemon named one of their sons Aegon. I get that it's a family name, but like that's a lot of Aegons in one area, right? So of course Rhaenyra is going to say that it's her Aegon. It's neither Aegon, as we know. like 172 some years in the future, that's our Aegon. But I can see both of them being combative about what the prophecy means, and especially because Rhaenyra knows the prophecy. She knows that it's on the dagger, and Alicent shouldn't know that. And there's no reason for her to ever know that, because she is not the heir. I do think that if Rhaenyra comes back to King's Landing on Dragonback, that it's going to be intense. Especially because she is supposed to be queen, and I'm going to say that Alicent thinks that Aegon should be king. This is where it gets dicey, because we had all those wonderful moments in the last episode where Rhaenyra is like telling Alicent, like, thank you for being a dutiful wife, and thank you for taking care of my father. And, you have Alicent kind of like telling Rhaenyra that, like, she'll make a wonderful queen. And those things being said, like, I'm sure everyone in the back of their minds, like, oh no, because it's like, oh wow, they're friends again. It's like, we want you to come back to King's Landing. We would love to spend more time with you. Sure, not now. And especially with the children, because Aegon, I guess they're both Aegon Targaryen. Ooh. Well, Alicent's Aegon is awful. Awful person. He just is, God, he's just very disrespectful and immature. And he's even married to Helena, which just breaks my heart, because I would love for somebody to like really love that baby. But, he would make a good king. And who knows about Daemon and Rhaenyra's son, but I think like he is full Targaryen, definitely more of a claim, I think, to the throne. But, really, if I'm Aemond, I'm like, oh no, that throne's going to be mine. And I like get rid of my older brother. That's horrible. I know. But in this world, anything goes. I can say anything I want. Like, yeah, they need to kill this person and that person and the other person, and it all goes. It's no big deal, because they probably come up with worse. But like, Aemond, of all the kids, is so terrifying. He is very cold and calculated and cocky and confident and good. Like, we saw him fighting with Kristen Cole in the yard, and he is a magnificent sword fighter. I'm sure that his dragon riding skills are phenomenal. The eye patch, the outfits that he's wearing, intimidating AF. Like I the second I saw him in that grin and like just like the vibe that he gives off, I was like, whoa, that is not the same kid. Like the progression of Aemon's character is so much greater than the progression of Aegon's character. Like Aegon stunted. Aemon, whoa. Like he is just I'm excited to see where it goes because especially after they had the pig sit in front of him and Luke is kind of sneering at him and snickering. And Aemon stands up and he gives his speech and he's talking about the Targaryen cousins. They're very strong. And the way he like keeps delivering it and then he walks away with a smirk, it 100% reminds me of Daemon because Daemon always has that amused look on his face, except when he was kind of having those really heartbreaking moments with Viserys. That's to me like so beautiful acting wise of Matt Smith, but like he kind of like follows behind Aemon with like that smirk, and I don't know if he's gonna go talk to him or if they've got beef or words to say or I don't know I feel like I feel like I don't know I don't know if that's gonna be a contentious relationship or if they're gonna be like kind of like simpatico a little bit. I don't know. I think having Aemon on your side even a little bit is always like great because the kid is terrifying. And some people in the comments below had told me about Helena actually being a green seer and that she kind of has like things that she says that like kind of feel like throwaway lines or that she's being weird or creepy with her like, creepy crawlers. And she's actually being prophetic a little bit. And I'm like, now I know to like hone in on things that Helena says that they're not just throwaway. And they shouldn't be seen as thrown away. Like she kind of hinted that Aemon was going to lose his eye, but gain a dragon. Now, the fact that they have Vhagar scares me. I feel like there's a dragon fight coming in our future. Oh, God. If there's any dragons that die, I'm going to be very upset. I'll probably cry harder for them than I do over people. I don't know. They're so rare and they're so beautiful and wonderful. I love them. Not only with the dragons, but the fallout of Viserys passing and the fight for the throne. We also had, Vaemond that was killed by Daemon in a glorious fashion. Like, I mean, it's disgusting. And the visual was jaw dropping, but at the same time, so good. As soon as Vaemond started like pointing out that, that the bloodline for the Targaryen boys and why Luke shouldn't be Lord of the Tides, it's, I wasn't surprised. And I loved that you saw Viserys like stand up and be like, I'll cut your tongue out. And Daemon knew that Viserys like wasn't physically capable of doing it, so he handled it. And I think seeing his brother walk up the hall weak but like very, what a fucking scene. And, helping him with his crown, which I heard was, that was kind of an accident that happened and they decided to keep it in because it was such a beautiful moment, which it truly was. Like, it's the moment that like made the moment, like it's just like two brothers that like love each other. And especially Daemon, who would like, give his life for his brother. Just a wonderful, beautiful moment. And I don't know if there's going to be fallout over Vaemond. I think, Rhaenys will be, I don't want to say happy, but like, I think she'd rather have Luke there than Vaemond, obviously. But like, we don't even know if Corlys is dead. Like, I would love if like Corlys came back like a fucking boss, just alive, going like, haha, the blood fever didn't kill me. Because I love Corlys. And I hate every time I say like, I like a character that they die. I really like Aegon. I really, really, really like Aegon. Did I just wish a child death? Jesus. Now, I feel bad for Alicent because she has been dutiful. She has been the best queen that she can be. She was talking at the council meeting about doing what was right for the subjects of the realm rather than just what was good for, the actual throne. And I feel like this is where we might see her kind of do things that's better for the throne. I think when it comes to her children, especially like when they have the scene, the whole eye for the eye, and like you saw that's when she really lost it, and I get it. Like, I mean, I don't have kids, but I know mothers will do anything to protect their children. And then when their children are hurt, it's not necessarily that they want to hurt another child like she did, but like they want some sort of reciprocation or something that's like treated in kind, like if your kids get into a fight at school, like where one might have gotten a bloody nose, the one that started it should be in detention. I mean, not another bloody nose, not eye for an eye, because that is intense. Too intense for me. But like, I get it. And I feel bad for Alicent because she has been thrust into this role. She's been manipulated by her father. She was a dutiful wife and she's been the best queen that she could possibly be. She's had Varys do these things behind her back, like kill his father and his brother so her father could come back. He offered to like take a child's eye. Like she has these people in her life where like, she's just like, I don't know what to do. And then she has her awful son, Aegon, who's like raping girls and like having to take care of it. And like, I don't know. I mean, I think she's a dutiful wife, but might I just say that with Aegon, she might be a horrible mom. I feel like that's your firstborn. That's where you set the precedent. I don't know. That's where I think the goof up could be. But like, I feel so bad for Alicent. And for Rhaenyra, like, I know that it is her right and her, I guess, I don't know if it's like prophecy being told that like she's supposed to sit on the Iron Throne or not, because there's an Aegon that's involved. And is it her Aegon? But then there's Jace and Luke and Joffrey that are also in the way. And I don't know what happens to them. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Because now that she has Aegon and Viserys with Daemon, well, I guess her boys will be betrothed to the Targaryen Valerian girls. Okay. Well, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I'm trying to like figure out all the chess moves before they happen. And like, quite frankly, it's like wipe the strong kids off the board. Get rid of Aegon. Like, oh God, what if him and Helena have babies? That's just weird, but like you have the other Aegon that rises to power. I don't know. I as much as I want Rhaenyra to sit on the throne simply because I want a queen. It could be Rhaenys. I want a queen. And that's very selfish of me because like, that's just what I want. That's not necessarily the person who deserves it. Quite frankly, Daemon could be sitting on the throne. It could be Aegon. Oh my God, that would be horrible though. So there's some various ways that this could go. I'm going to stop speculating because I think that I'm getting it all twisted in my mind and I am idealizing a situation and I'm going to end up getting fixed on a specific narrative that I would like to see happen. And in this case, like nothing that I think is going to happen. So, or if I say everything, then I'm right at some point. Okay, guys, with that being said, let's get into it before I lose my mind. Question. When those fill up and they spill over, does that mean that crest, that house is dead? I keep trying to figure out what all these like little symbols mean, and I'm sure it's the bloodlines bringing houses together, but like when they fill up and spill over, is that like a dead line? So eerie.
Who knows?
Oh, come on, Otto.
He told me he wished for Aegon to be king.
Not what he said.
Uttered with his own lips. His last words to me, and I was the only one to hear it.
I mean, I'm happy Alicent's actually sad that Viserys is dead. That means that she really did care about him. Otto was sad for a split second, and then was like, who knows?
With his last breath, he impressed upon the Queen his final wish that his son, Aegon, should succeed him as Lord of the Seven Kingdoms.
Am I to understand that members of the Small Council have been planning secretly to install my son without me?
My queen, There was no need to sully you with darkling schemes. You heard the Lord Hand, plot or no. The king changed his mind.
And only she heard it.
The king was well last night, by all accounts.
Kristen?
I care not. I will have
It
no
certainly
part.
sounds like that. Kristen fucking Cole, you fucking fuck. Yeah, thank you.
Throw down your sword and remove your cloak, Sir Kristen.
The door remains shut until we finish our business.
Jesus. They're just a dead body at the table of a friend of the council. Lannister pussy.
Storm's End is of concern. Proposal.
What of Rhaenyra?
The former
Yeah,
heir cannot,
let's-
of course, be allowed to remain free and draw support to her claim.
Lord Commander don't like that.
You plan to kill them.
The king wouldn't wish for any
But the king did not
unsavory-
wish for the murder of his daughter.
Yep.
He loved her. I will not have you deny this.
And yet,
One more word, and I will have you removed from this chamber and sent to the wall.
Thank you, Alicent.
what do you suggest, Your Grace?
That was nice of him to ask. Oh no, though.
I am Lord Commander of the King's Guard. I recognize no authority but the King's. And until there is one, I have no place here.
Proud of you.
Where's the prince?
Forgive me, Lord Hand. I do not know.
Well, you're sworn to protect him.
Believe he may have
Come on,
left the
Odo.
keep secretly. Gone into the city.
Find him.
Turn over every whorehouse.
None can know who you are or what you seek.
Including the Queen. My lord.
Bring him to me and me alone, Sir Eric.
What is going on? The hell are they doing?
God!
They're imprisoning anybody who knows? Of course he's lurking around here.
I trust again to you, Sir Kristen. Aegon must be found, and he must be brought to me. The very fate of the Seven Kingdoms depends on it.
I'd rather Alicent.
I'll come with you.
That would not be my desire, Aemond.
Cole needs me, Mother.
Would take him. Yeah, I mean, Aemon's the guy that I would rather have as king than Aegon. But, like, her, like, kind of working against her father in the council is just... Didn't see that coming. She's still trying to make the right decision, even though she got very confusing information. It's the reason why I like Alicent.
Sometime last night we misplaced our drinking companion.
Describe him.
That is a delicate matter.
My brother.
You see, the man we seek is the young Prince Aegon.
His tastes are known to be less discriminating.
Meaning what?
Yeah, what does it mean?
And my best to your friend. How you've grown.
Oh. Memories.
You once swore your banners to Rhaenyra. You must now pledge them to the future king. You'll not
Attaboy.
leave this room without declaring your intention.
Shit. Forced. Great. That's loyal.
House Fell keeps its sworn oath to the princess.
Atta girl.
Very well.
Just imprisonment? Oh, God. Pussies.
Long live the king.
The king. What is Varys doing? Laris. I keep saying Varys, and I mean Laris. Is it Laris? I don't even know what his name is anymore. What? Jesus! They come up with the most twisted things on this show.
They have them grow the nails and file the teeth. Makes them more formidable. Prince Aegon spends many a night in this place. Do you see now what he is?
It's disgusting. So you're dead.
Aegon. One of many, I'd wager.
He's just spreading it everywhere, isn't he?
It is I, the younger brother, who studies history and philosophy. It is I who trains with the sword, who rides the largest dragon in the world. It is I who should be...
King. I agree. Out of the brothers.
I'm next in line to the throne. Should they come looking for me, I intend to be found.
See? He's scary. And he was an asshole when he was a kid. But I dig him now.
You've spent many hours with the Queen of late.
There's no reason those hours cannot in the end benefit you.
Mm-hmm. Now he'll do something for Otto. Damn it. Meanwhile, Rhaenyra has no idea that her father's dead. I mean, she's supposed to show back up on Dragonback, and it's quite the possibility she just shows up while this is all going on. I don't know why it makes me happy just to know that she is heartbroken.
My sincerest regrets for the lack of ceremony.
The king. And you're usurping the throne.
It was my husband's dying wish. Believe it or no, Aegon will be king. Princess Rhaenys, I loved my husband, but I will speak the truth. We both know. You should have been queen.
Yeah, I agree.
Have you never imagined yourself on the Iron Throne?
She doesn't have a claim to it.
Ring the bell when you have an answer.
All this could have been avoided if Rhaenys had just been named queen. Maybe. I mean, people might not have followed her because she was queen.
You yourself are the mysterious white worm, I take it.
My condolences on the passing of your king.
Mm-hmm. Information she shouldn't know.
Where's the prince?
He is safely tucked away. I want an end to the savage use of children in Flea Bottom.
Ooh, nice. I like it.
An obscenity, either tolerated or ignored by the crown.
I look into it.
I'll look into it as a no.
There is no power but what the people allow you to take.
I will remember.
I like the white worm. I like her a lot. What are they doing in the sept? He's not in that, is he? What a... Can you imagine this guy being king?
I want my mother.
I
Your
bet.
grandfather the Hand will meet you outside the city walls.
Oh, God. It's your future king. Okay.
I do regret this, friend.
How is this gonna play out? Is Aemond gonna kill Aegon? I mean, I would hope. I don't know. Oh my god, I don't know Aemond that well, but like what I do know is that he might be tempted. I just don't want the Hand to have Aegon. That's all I know. Why is the other brother just up there like chilling?
Yes, and they're going to make you king.
Does he not want to be king? I don't understand.
I have no wish to rule, no taste for duty. I'm not suited.
You'll get no argument from me. Let me go. I will find a ship and sail away, never to be found.
I don't know if Aemond would let you do that. Oh, is that a tempted thought there? He'd make a better king. I mean, probably a crazy one, but he'd definitely be a better king than Aegon. I'm sure everyone watching the show would agree.
Our hearts were never one. I see that now. Rather, I've been at peace that you moved about the board.
If that is true, then I made you Queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
Is that a win?
Reluctance to murder is not a weakness.
True.
I have Aegon. We'll proceed now as I see fit.
Better you than him.
My husband would have desired this mercy be shown to his daughter.
Your husband? Or you, his daughter's childhood companion?
They haven't been friends for decades.
Criston Cole will be named Lord Commander of the King's Guard.
Ugh.
My son will be anointed tomorrow at dawn.
You look so much like your mother in certain lights.
Stop it, Otto. Quit manipulating her. Thank you, Alicent. She's a good woman. She doesn't deserve this. She's a very good woman, though. Doing the best she can.
I found out something you should know.
I'm sure she's always nervous when he has, like, news to tell.
I wonder that your father, the Hand, found Aegon first.
His body language.
More than once it has proved advantageous to those willing to feed the Weaver.
And this Weaver watches me.
Such an odd exchange, but I get it. You okay there, Laris?
One of the little spiders is your lady in waiting.
Talia.
Yeah, forgot about that.
If you wish it, it will be done.
He's fucking wild. This woman is subjected to the absolute worst men in the fucking realm, except for Viserys. Oh god, what's gonna happen to her?
With me, Princess. I cannot let this treachery stand.
Is this real, or is this... Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. Is he really gonna let her go, though? Or is, like, he leading her to a trap or to her death?
The Blackwater's this way.
I don't trust this. Wait, what is burning? Is that the White Worm's place? What's her face? While this feels genuine right now, I don't know if it is. What is going on? Oh.
Decency to look grateful.
Or even alive.
Because he didn't like me.
And yet,
he knew you would be a good king.
With his final breath, he whispered to me that you should take his place for the throne. Your grandfather, the Hand, will try to impress on you that Rhaenyra should be put to the sword. You must reject this counsel. You must not rule with cruelty and callousness. For all her faults, she is your sister, your father's daughter.
Do you love me?
You imbecile.
Future king, you imbecile. Jeez, I know it's CGI, but that place is huge.
He whispered his final wish that his firstborn son, Aegon, should succeed him.
I mean, this is pretty cool. I'm sorry that it's wasted on Aegon, but...
May the crone lift her shining lamp.
Elena was like looking at him pretty intently, like she is now. What is she seeing? What is she thinking? Does he have to give a speech? I don't trust Aegon to give a good speech.
Aegon, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm!
Aegon the King!
Started out kind of measly. Why is Helena turned towards Aemond? I'm like just staring very intently at her. What she said earlier, how she's behaving now. She called this. Rhaenys! Oh, God. You should have been queen. You should have been queen. Look at her. Why bother closing the doors? She can blow them open. Yeah, you can't stop a dragon, Alicent. That is a pretty dragon. We all could have been toast if she wished it. The mercy. Holy shit. Okay, so like, I didn't, okay, like when somebody mentioned that I need to pay attention to Helena and when she said that there's a beast under the floor, but I thought she was talking about when she said that like one wants what the other has, I thought really she was talking about Aegon and Aemond, and she might still be, but the beast coming up out of the floor as soon as it happened, I was like, Helena, Helena, Helena. Girl. Things I didn't see coming. Otto and Alicent being at odds over how Aegon should ascend the throne, and what they should do about Rhaenyra. You can not like Alicent all you want, whatever, but to me, damn good queen, damn good wife. She could have done really a little bit better raising Aegon, but like, she's a good woman, and she gets manipulated so much throughout the entire series, whether it's her father, it's other people, just Larys, the foot fetish Larys. Everyone's got their thing. I don't kink shame. It's just uncomfortable to watch. But like she always has to like just she's got like her sons that she can't control, and there's just so many things that like these men in the council, which I get why they didn't tell her, is because she would have been actively working against the king to make sure that Aegon was to succeed the throne rather than Rhaenyra. I totally get why they kept it from her, but like her being livid about it, I love her going and talking to Rhaenys and like trying to extend a peace and a hand and just saying like, we need you, and like you can have Driftmark and your daughters will have Driftmark, and like she really tries to appeal to people in the correct way, I think. And when she tells her father that it's not weak to not want to murder, very proud of her in that moment. And he still tries to manipulate her by just being like, you remind me so much of your mother in this moment. Get the fuck out of here, Otto. Get the fuck out of here with that noise. And I love how she kind of rolls her eyes and is like, I'm not falling for it anymore. I wasn't sure what was going on with Eric and Eric, or Eric and Eric. I mean, I know that they were working for Otto, but then when the one brother, and I'm not sure which one it was, went and got Rhaenys and was helping her, I wasn't sure if it was the one working with Otto or the one that kind of was like, I don't like this. And the oh God, what is his name? The Kingsguard, the commander of the Kingsguard. It's Graham McTavish. That's who plays him. Like, I love Graham. I love Graham. I like had a love-hate relationship with him in Outlander, but like he's a great actor. Like him, like pulling off the cloak and saying, "Until there's a king, I am no longer part of the Kingsguard." I think that was really brave of him, and I'm hoping that he joins Rhaenyra. Definitely when they were talking about killing Rhaenyra and Daemon and going about it that way, you could see the look on his face was just kind of like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Like no. And like he's known Rhaenyra since, you know, she's been born essentially and has raised her and has been with her that whole time. Like there's no way. And Kristen, I think every episode, I feel like I need to just tell you guys, I can't believe I wasted tears on that man. Too much of an empathetic heart, too much of a feeling heart. I've got a romantic heart. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. I'm fired up. I'm probably going to watch the next episode because I'm not going to wait. Like, that's just like, oh, such a great visual of the dragon coming up in the middle of the fucking sept. I think it was a sept. I don't know. I don't know where they do these things. The last time something came up in the middle of a sept, it, like, you know, killed one of our favorite characters. R.I.P. Marjorie. Anyway. The visual of the dragon and like the fact that Rhaenys showed them that fucking mercy when she really could have just Dracarys'd them all. Like that shows like she's not weak. Echoing what Alicent said, the reluctance of murder is not weakness. It's not even that she was afraid to kill them because of consequences. It's she wanted to let them know I could have. But I didn't. Beautiful scene. Oh my God. I have loved Rhaenys like since the first moment I saw her. And like, that's why I don't know how she's going to fare in the next episode. The dragon was gorgeous. I don't know what her dragon's name is. I'll look that up. Like, I think I can just look up dragon names. But like the fact that Helena was like leaning towards Aemond, I was like, why is she leaning towards him? Instead of like looking at her brother / husband, father of her children. And like, then that the whole prophetic thing that she said about one, like she was like watching the two boys playing. And I thought she was talking about them. And then I thought she was talking about Rhaenyra and Alicent. Like there's a couple people that could probably switch that a little bit. But then I was really thinking she was talking about Aemon and Aegon and about how one has something that the other covets kind of thing. Just gonna go because the invitation not even being extended for Rhaenyra and Daemon to attend, I guess, the coronation of King Aegon. Like, obviously they're like, we left you out for a reason. And like everyone knows the reason, obviously. And they know the reason. So a fight has to be coming. Oh my God. If Rhaenyra doesn't fight for it, Daemon will. And I think, like, again, Aegon has a claim to the throne because his father was the king. He's the firstborn son of the king, but he was not named heir. And no matter what, the king wanted Rhaenyra to succeed him on the throne. That is the only reason why I'm still very much like Team Rhaenyra. She should be queen, right? And I want a queen, and Rhaenys would have been an amazing queen. And damn, we were robbed of an amazing queen. But I am somebody who's just like, that's not what the king wanted. She does not know what he was talking about on his deathbed, which is not the right time to ask somebody like a pivotal question or to get like life-changing information. Normally they're fuzzy. they're not speaking the truth. They don't know who they're talking to. They're not saying like the whole prophecy the way it would roll off the tongue in earlier episodes. I really wish that Alicent had kept that to herself for a little while longer and maybe not have told her father. But I think as soon as she told her father and she saw the way he was playing everything out, that she knew it was an accident. So I'm taking it that the way Otto learned about Aegon was through the White Worm. And then I'm thinking that Larys did something about that. Because also the queen's handmaidens or whatever were also part of that. So I feel like that's what was happening. It wasn't very clear and precise, but I think I'm like catching up on like, okay, that's what happened. That's what happened. Because especially with Larys, like I get so like captivated by his physical acting. Like there's a certain physical acting that he did that I was not captivated by. Rather, I was like, oh, that's interesting. But he makes himself like non-threatening to Alicent. So then when she sits down and is like paying him for the information, he doesn't look threatening. He doesn't come off as threatening. He's not staring and oogling at her feet or anything. Like I'm so in awe by that actor. Like he just does like such a great job. And somebody told me in the comments that that from the book people have nicknamed him Middle Finger, which I was like, that is phenomenal. Not Littlefinger, but definitely, Oh, I just stabbed myself with my ring. That didn't feel good. Wow, and the way that Aemond was like looking at Aegon when Aegon's like, I don't want the throne. I don't want to be king. And the way they were like face to face and the look on it's so hard to read Aemond, but it's not at the same time. You can tell when something's affected him because he's very cold and thoughtful at the same time. And you could just tell the gears are turning. Would make a much better king than Aegon. Maybe. Aegon's immature. And I don't think he has a presence. And I think that that's why I don't think he'd be a great king. I don't necessarily think that Aemond would be a great leader, but he would be kind of somebody who would instill fear. And a lot of people would probably try not to mess with him, mess with the realm, the Seven Kingdoms, Stepstones, all that stuff. I think that there would be a little bit more of a hesitancy to where with Viserys the Peaceful, you saw the Stepstones, the Triarchy came and went and then it rised again. So, I think Aemond is the one to be feared. Okay, so I'm not going to sit here and speculate any further. I can't wait to get into the next episode. So I'll probably be same hair, same shirt, different episode. And the full-length reaction will be available on my Patreon. You can find other full-length reactions to other shows that I'm watching. The Expanse. All the reactions for Wednesday are up there. A new show that I will be starting soon is Severance, as well as Andor, The Bad Batch, all available on my Patreon. But in the meantime, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I don't know what I want to ask you guys because I'm going to launch into the next episode, so you won't be able to answer that question. You know what? I've seen this a lot. Are you team green or are you team black? There's more players in team black that I like. Oh, I don't know. I don't know where I stand on that. I'll tell you at the end of the next episode. Okay, guys. I'll see ya over there in the next episode, but you